Every visionary has a story to tell. These stories educate and inspire us all.
You could hear them cranking up in the morning and hear the click, click, click of the roller coaster.
It's really feeling satisfied and feeling gratified with bringing happiness to young children, especially families.
Working with people who are having a good time is so much better than any other job.
Join us as we learn from these trailblazers.
We have some problems with the laborers and the government, the politicians. The communists were involved in our country, so we have to do some tactical changes in the private enterprise. And one of these tactics was to give to the employees the best recreation that they could have in our country. That's where the beginning of the IRTRA was. And it became in 1962, and the organization began growing and growing and growing and growing, and now we have 5 parks, 3 big and 2 medium and small, okay, and 1 hotel with 700 rooms. Well, this organization is an organization that the private sector get together in Guatemala and make this special company. Mm-hmm. That every company pays 1% of its payroll to maintain this organization. And with this money, they expect that his employees and his families go to the parks free. So we give a carnet to every employee of the private sector, and they go into the parks with 5 members of his family free. That's the main entrance that we have. I was married in April in 1958. So I went to Disneyland in Los Angeles. And I always liked the amusement parks and the rides and everything. So we went to there and we looked the park, and he impressed me, so beautiful. And I say, Guatemala needs to have one of these kind of entertainment to the people of Guatemala, but our country is a poor country, it's difficult to have it. So we began to think of that. But when the private sector make this organization, this was the place to put the idea to building the parks in Guatemala. Since we work and the years pass, they see that the organization was a success and that we have many persons who want to go to the parks. So they say, okay, it's a good company, so we're going to support them, and they still supporting this organization. So this is the only organization in Guatemala that has a theme park, for instance, or water park, the big water park. In 1963, we opened small facilities in the lake, very near the city, not an amusement park. The amusement park became later. Well, the first one was in Guatemala. It's around 33 years ago. We still open this park, and we are now expanding this park because it was very successful. Well, the problem was that in Guatemala we didn't have a professional that have the experience to design the park. So we have to learn to make this experience to them. And when we did it, in the country like ours, that we don't have too much money, when you go to the company here in the United States to say, okay, how much is the design? is so expensive that it's better to learn and to take the executives to the parks to they learn too. So we went to Disney. We have an opportunity to speak one of the designers of Disney and one of the designers of in that time the Animal Kingdom they were designing the Animal Kingdom in Orlando. So we entered with them and they explained to us many things that how can you design a park, the facilities, the services, the parking, the administration, so the restaurants, those things were very illustrative for us. I think the executives of the companies that we ask for them, they say you can come anytime you want, see it. One of the trips that I think we learned more was to Europe. We went to Spain to see the PortAventura. They were just open, and John Collins, who is a great person, he took me to the park and he showed me everything, the service areas, the restaurants, the rides, the way they operated, and so that was very illustrating to us, the design of our park. Many of the private enterprise of Mexico and Central America came to our organization to say, how do you do it? And we explained to them how do you do it, but it's not so easy. It's hard to do it. And some presidents of the republics, in San Salvador, for instance, Salvador, they went to visit our park. They stay over the night to see the facilities, and they say, I want to do the same thing, but they didn't do it. Our organization is unique in the world. We found there was a big organization for the amusement parks in the world, the IAAPA. So we say, we have to go to IAAPA to learn and to see what's in the market for buying or the offers that they give. So we came here to IAAPA 25 years ago. And we began to meeting some of the executives of the IAAPA, John Graff, for instance, and many other persons that they give us the way to where we can buy and where we can go to see which parks are nicest to know for many ideas. When you planning and you construct the park and you finished, you finish the park. Well, it's finished. Now is the opening. It's beautiful when you open the park, and this is one of the main things that I think I remember. And the other is in a country like our countries, where the people is poor, and they went to me and say, "Oh, Ricardo, I thank you very much for what you did for our families, for us, that we can come to these beautiful parks free." So that when you see the faces of the children being so happy in the parks, that for me is one of the things that I remember more and I like more.